What is going on, guys? It is Constable Chan back with another video. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're doing another Madden 17 video, another rebuild of my favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get into this. Unfortunately, I really haven't even seen the Chiefs in person. The only NFL experience I've been to, I drove down to Minneapolis with a couple buddies, and we watched the Minnesota Vikings play the San Francisco 49ers, and we all went down. Like my one buddy is a big San Francisco fan, so he was wearing like a Joe Montana jersey. I bought myself a Michael Crabtree jersey, and my other buddy had a Patrick Willis jersey. This was like 4 years ago. It was a pretty sweet game. There weren't really much Niner fans there. We were kind of like just a small group. I'm not even a Niner fan, but I was just trying to support my buddy so he wouldn't get his ass kicked or something. And that was the game where Alex Smith was still there, and then kind of he got pulled out or something, and Kaepernick kind of took over, and then Kaepernick kind of took over the team, and then the Chiefs ended up getting him, so it kind of worked out. Just wanted to tell that story, but yeah, so Alex Smith from the Niners to the Chiefs, my favorite team. So this team lost like 5 games last year and then won every game, made the playoffs. So they're a very good team. Obviously, everyone knows about their defense. Their defense is very good. But on offense, I have some problems. I know Andy Reid kind of likes to West Coast it. He likes throwing screens. He likes throwing to his tight end, little passes. I don't think they even threw a touchdown to a wideout last year, but that's going to change. I'm going to bring in maybe a wideout, to play alongside Jeremy Maclin. And, you got Albert Wilson there. You got some young talent. You got my man Kelsey at tight end, Jamal Charles, if he stays healthy. Hopefully he doesn't blow on another knee or something. And we're going to get this franchise underway. But first, let's look at their top players. You got Justin Houston. He's a monster. Left outside linebacker, 99 overall. Then you have the cancer survivor, Eric Berry. You have to respect that. Like, that's unreal. He's 93 overall. He's a very good player. They picked him in the first round out of Tennessee a couple years ago. And then you have Jamal Charles, Texas guy, Longhorn, 90 overall. Very good back, very fast. He could catch it. He could run it, block it. Probably could throw it, kick it too. So they're a good team. We're going to jump right into this, and we'll take a look at the rest of their players. Here we are, guys. We're going to be taking a look at my Kansas City Chiefs here. Very excited about doing this, try to bring in some players. So let's take a look at what they got to start off with. They got quarterback Alex Smith, 84 overall. He's getting up there in age. They brought in Nick Foles. I really like that. He wanted to play for his old coach, Andy Reid. And then they drafted Hogan out of Stanford. He's a pretty good quarterback, 69 overall. That's decent. Running back, you got my man Jamal Charles, Texas, stand up. And then backing him up, you got Spencer Ware, Sharkandrick West, Niall Davis. I don't know why, Davis, like 2 years ago, he filled in for Charles. He played very good. He's a good kick returner, but I'm not sure if he just fits Andy's scheme. I think he's on the trade block right now. You got Anthony Sherman at fullback, wide receivers Jeremy Maclin, Streeter, DeAnthony Thomas, a.k.a. the Black Mamba. He could do everything you want. You have Chris Conley out of Georgia, wide receiver, Albert Wilson, and Mike Williams. I think they actually just released him the other day. Tight ends, you have Travis Kelce out of Cincinnati, O'Shaughnessy, and Harris. Left tackle, you have Eric Fisher. He's finally trying to live up to his potential, being drafted in the first round there. You have Reed Pulesley, I'm not sure who that is, 68, that's not good. Morrissey, 75, center. And then Zach Fulton, he used to play offensive guard. I guess they have him at center now. I might change him back to play left guard. You have Tardif, the French-Canadian. Got to represent Canada there. He's a pretty good player too. And then you have Schwartz. I think they brought him in from Baltimore or something. I'm not even too sure about that. The defense here, the D-line, this is where it gets good. You got Jay Howard. You got the big man, Dontari Poe, out of Memphis. Then you got my guy, Alvin Bailey, out of the U. So that's good. And then it even gets better. You got Tom Bahelli, the veteran, out of Penn State. You have Derek Johnson, Longhorn. Muaga, not sure. Probably Nevada. Did he go to Nevada? Shit, yeah, I'm good. You also have Justin Houston. He went to Georgia. D Ford, they drafted at Auburn. He's hopefully he lives up to his potential. They drafted him in the first round a while ago. You have Ron Parker at strong safety. He's 83 overall, so that's good. And then you got Eric Berry, 93 overall, free safety. So good defense. Their corners still need some work, though. I'm glad they took Marcus Peters. He went to Washington, right? Oh, bang. You know, apparently he had some off-field issues or something, you know, but a lot of these young guys do, you know. It's the college lifestyle, you know. You just want to play football and party, which I don't blame them at all. So, but he won rookie defense player of the year. Didn't he? I think he led the NFL in interceptions. So he's a very good player. Then you have Philip Gaines on the other side, 74. So it kind of drops off after that. Marcus Cooper, Nelson, they drafted last year. He went to Oregon State. Am I wrong? Oh my God, I know my Chiefs. And then you got Murray. Go to kicking, you have Santos, the Brazilian, and then you have one of the Colquitt brothers, Dustin, at punter, who's been there his whole career, and that's the Chiefs heading into this season. So I'm gonna shuffle things up. You know, this team is close to my heart, so I want to do this thing right. I want to bring in some talent, you know, and get this thing going. So we're gonna pick it up at my first deal. So we'll be right back. First trade, guys, I traded my backup strong safety Brown, 76 overall, and this year's 5th round pick for Muhort from the Colts, left guard. I needed a left guard, and you could usually get Muhort pretty cheap, and that is what I call cheap. So good deal for me. My deal, I traded my starting strong safety, Ron Parker, 83 overall, my middle linebacker, Moaga, 77, and this year's 3rd round pick for my guy from the Giants, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. He's 95 overall, and he's like 24 years old or some bullshit. You know, Alex Smith is happy. He just sent me an email saying thanks, so he's pretty pumped about it. I'm pretty pumped too, so it's a pretty good deal. Gonna do it for trades, guys. I'm just going to play with the team I got and see how that plays out for me. So let's take a quick look at the team before we get this underway. Alex Smith, Foles, Hogan. Running backs are going to be staying the same. Fullback the same. Wide receivers, I brought in Odell Beckham Jr. and everything else stays the same. Tight ends stay the same. Left tackle, I signed Will Beatty to back up Fisher. I traded for Muhort. Center stay the same. My right guard stay the same. My right tackle stay the same. Left ends stay the same. You got Chris Jones there. That was their 2nd round pick. Alvin Bailey. I picked up this Valentine guy, defensive tackle. I picked up Joe Thomas, also Ray Armstrong at middle linebacker. Right outside stay the same. My cornerbacks, I didn't make any moves. I wanted to, but you know that could wait till next year. We'll see how these guys do. Free safety, that stays the same, and I had to pick up Miles and Bakari Rambo at strong safety, so I'm happy with that. You have Santos and Colquitt, and yeah, that's going to be it for this year. So we're going to sim. I'll just sim right to the playoffs, and we'll see how we do. I simmed a mid-season marker, guys. I'm trying to re-sign guys, so if they don't like the contract, I always have more weeks to do it. So at the mid-season mark, I gave Don Terry Poe just like what he wanted, and I guess I insulted him because I can't even like renegotiate. He's said he wants to go to another team, which is unfortunate. So I might go after him again in free agency in the offseason. So let's try to get Eric Berry here. I gave him this, and he said no. So, like, 7.5. I'll give you 7.5, and I don't know if I can go anymore. Okay, thank God. I just got Eric Berry. And, like, Albert Wilson, he wants too much, I think. Santos wants too much. I might just, like, wait and just let these guys go to free agency. If I want them back, I could get them for way cheaper while they're in free agency. So that's going to be my plan. So I'm going to just... I don't need to re-sign anyone else. I'm just going to go right to the playoffs, see how we do after I do a little scouting, and we'll pick it up there. In the playoffs, guys, let's take a look how we did on the year. Kind of excited on how we did. Holy fuck, we just went 15-1. Holy shit, I didn't know we were that good. Let's take a look at some stats here. Alex Smith, 4,426 yards, 48 touchdowns, 13 picks. He was sacked 11 times. Holy crap. Rushing, Jamal Charles, 1,807 yards, 22 touchdowns. Spencer Ware, 533 and 7 touchdowns. Holy mackerel. OBJ, 1,338 yards, 17 touchdowns. Albert Wilson, 973, 13 touchdowns. Macklin only had 3 touchdowns. Like, come on, man. Kelsey had 7. Defense, take a look here. Derek Johnson led my team with 97 tackles. Tackles for loss with Justin Houston. And holy crap, Justin Houston, 19 quarterback sacks. Tamba Hali had 10.5. Alvin Bailey, 7.5. Don Terry Poe had 6. That's unreal. Justin Houston also has 3 interceptions. He has to be the defensive player of the year. Santos only attempted 9 field goals. My offense was just so good. The Black Mamba, 2 kick returns for a touchdown and no punt returns for a touchdown. So wow, I did not expect that. This is my best year so far, the best offense in the league. And wait till it flips over. Wait for it. Where's my defense? I want to see how good my D was. I had the best offense, best defense in the league. That's how we roll here in Kansas City. So what do we got? Some coach XP. We got some player XP. Let's just spend this player XP here. I'm sure Justin Houston's got a boatload. D'Anthony Thomas has some. He's leading my team. I don't know where Justin Houston is, but whatever. We're just going to randomize that, or simulate that, and then we're going to spend some coach XP with Andy Reid. I'm a big fan of Andy Reid. I think he's a great coach. So what do we got here? We'll get that. We'll get the master trade. We'll get the player XP thing, and then we'll just do that. I think that's pretty good. So let's take a look at our team, see if anyone went up in overall. We got a lot of guys with confident boost because we lost 1 game all year. Macklin, Smith, Charles. That's about it. Oh, and just a reminder, guys. Every franchise before this, I played with injuries on, and so guys would get hurt and stuff. But I was watching other guys do these things, and they turn injuries off just to have like their best players on the field at all the times, kind of thing. So that's what I did. So that's why I might have done this good, because you know Jamal Charles didn't get hurt, Alex Smith didn't get hurt, kind of thing. Because if they got hurt, like if Alex Smith got hurt and Foles went in, I would not have gone 15-1. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Injuries are off now, but all the videos before this, injuries were on. So I don't know if this is like the right way to do it or not. Maybe leave a comment if you want to have injuries on or off. But for this one, they're off. So all my good guys are not going to get some stupid injury or something. So let's keep going here. I am obviously not in the wild card at 15-1. I hope not. So we're going to sim ahead. We play division rival, the 9-7 San Diego Chargers. We should run right over them. And we do. We play the 13-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is a powerhouse team. I'm not sure if we're going to make it past this round. And we do not. We lose to the Steelers. So let's take a look here at my score against the Steelers. We lost 21-28, so very close ball game. Big Ben threw a pick. Alex Smith threw a pick. He had 3 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell ran all over my defense. See who made some plays on defense here. Sean Davis, not even sure who that is. Quarterback sacks. Johnson had 1. Bailey had 1. Stephon Tuitt had 1. Interception was William Gay and Joe Thomas. So that's going to put an end to this season. We almost made it to the Super Bowl, but wasn't meant to be. So we're going to go to the offseason, try to re-sign Don Terry Poe again. Maybe some other guys, bring in some depth at some positions, and we'll get ready for the second year. Here in signing, guys, I had an opportunity to franchise tag Don Terry Poe for $12 million, but I declined that. I wanted to kind of sign him for a longer deal in free agency. So I put in this bid for $8.3 million salary and $4.48 signing bonus, and the Redskins are outbidding me by quite a bit still. I had to burp there. So we're gonna keep at it here. I really want pullback, so let's give him more bonus. Quite a bit, actually. I'm willing to spend a lot of money on this guy. Let's go 8.8. That's a lot of cake. Oh my god, we're not even close. I think we might have to let him go here, guys. We could get Haloti Nada for a lot cheaper. Okay, my last push, 9.2 million. Oh my god, we're close. Do I do it? I don't know. He's only 27. Fuck, we're tied. You know what? I'm going to keep it like that. We'll let him make the decision. We just fucked up some commas there. Holy shit. So now I'm probably just going to get some veteran players. I'll sim it to next week, and we'll see if we get Dontari Poe back or not. Hopefully we do. We're here the next week. Dontari Poe wanted to go elsewhere. He went to Washington. He rejected our offer, but we did get Haloti Nada for 1 year. Hopefully he's got one more left in the tank. I think he does. I'm kind of glad he didn't accept. You know, that was a lot of money to commit for one player. So here's the other guys I'm going after. Vernon Davis, Sebastian Vollmer, Dan Carpenter, and bringing Brandon Flowers back. Try to get him a Super Bowl. I really like Brandon Flowers. I'm going to go after a couple more guys since now I have that money to spend elsewhere, and we'll pick it up after. Let's take a look at my signings, guys. I picked up DeMarcus Ware, Haloti Nada, Berger, Vernon Davis, Dan Carpenter, McClendon, Eric Winston, Brandon Flowers, Major Wright, and James Jones. It's a lot of veteran players. Add some depth at some positions. I'm going to add some young players in the draft here, so I'm going to do the draft. We'll pick it up after. I just finished the draft, guys, so let's take a look at what I got real quick. At first round, I picked a 78 overall cornerback, but unfortunately his development trait is slow, which kind of sucks. In the second round, I went outside linebacker, 79 overall, but again, development trait is slow. Fourth round, I picked a quarterback, 69 overall, but his development trait's quick. He really doesn't have the best accuracy, but you know, we could always work on that. Sixth round, I picked a wide receiver who's 64 overall, and seventh round, I picked a strong safety that's 68 overall. So pretty good players, the first two picks. Even the quarterback, he's got good development, but you know, these two guys unfortunately have slow development traits, which kind of sucks. But maybe they could get out of that and upgrade to the normal or quick or whatever. So that's going to do it for the draft, and we're going to jump right into preseason in year 2. I'm just taking my team, guys. My offense is looking pretty good. I'm just looking at my defense here. I'm probably going to be making a deal, you know, left outside linebacker. You know, you have Houston. I would like another middle linebacker because I play a 3-4. This is what I'm looking at here. You know, I got D Ford. He was a first rounder a while ago. I drafted this guy in the first round this year, or second round or something. Then I picked up DeMarcus Ware, and then also have Tamba Hali. And I'm thinking about trading Hali because I'll show you what I need. I need another. I want another corner, and I need a strong safety, obviously. So let's try to get those two positions. I'd like to trade to like one team and get those two positions. So let's trade away here and see who's if anyone at all is interested in Hali. I'm sure, you know, the Steelers, but you know, really, they don't have any good corners, really. They have Artie Burns, but he's young. I kind of want a guy who's already established himself. Carolina, well, their corner went to Washington, so that's a no. Jalen Ramsey, maybe? I doubt it. I'd love Jalen Ramsey. Who's their safety? Jonathan Cyprin? I'll take Cyprin. Probably not even close. That's what I thought. What else do they need? A right tackle. I'll give them Schwartz. That'll save me some cap space. Are they interested in Schwartz? They are. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. What about a first round draft pick? Probably still not even close. Jalen Ramsey's a monster. Okay, let's take out Cyprin. Oh, I just got Jalen Ramsey. I paid a lot for him, but he's unreal. He's only an 83 overall. Usually after like the first tier, he turns to like an 87 or something. So, you know, I dumped veteran players with Schwartz and Halley. Made some cap room. I also dumped a first round pick, which is hard. But Ramsey's like the future of the cornerback position in the NFL. So pretty good trade, I think. Next trade, guys, like I said, I needed a strong safety, so I'm probably going to be trading, you know, they drafted Chris Jones last year, so I could play him at right end. I really like Alan Bailey, though, but, you know, this is just for fun, you know, I really like him on the Chiefs, but we're going to trade him away, try to get a strong safety. I really don't know what I have in mind here, or if anyone is interested in him, so the Saints, who do the Saints have at safety? Probably nobody. They have Kenny Vaccaro, he's half decent. So we'll keep that in mind. The Redskins. No. That is a big no. Baltimore, who do they have? Nate Allen, Eric Weddle. Weddle's old. I don't want Weddle. Who else? I'd like to get more for him, but the Falcons. Oh, the Falcons have Neal, the rookie last year. No, I accidentally clicked him out. Now where the hell did he go? There's Bailey. If I could get Neal, I'll be very happy. So let's try to do that. He's an 81 overall. Okay, you know what? The hell with the draft picks. What else do they need? A middle linebacker, a corner. Well, everyone needs a corner. I just got Brandon Flowers. See if they're interested in Brandon Flowers. Probably not. No. Okay, I'll give you Philip Gaines. No, no one likes him. Fuck, I keep deleting the players I'm trying to trade. Okay, Bailey. This year's third. See if they do that. I'd accept that. Trade declined. Okay, we're close. I could easily get him here. I think I'll try throwing in maybe a fifth, if not a fourth. I really don't care. Yeah, let's throw in this fourth rounder. They should go for it. Oh, declined. Fuck me, right? Okay, let's throw in a second rounder then. I don't even care. Trade declined. Third rounder. Accepted. There we go. So we got our starting safeties, a young player out of the University of Florida Gators. So I could just easily just move Jones here, just edit him to play right end, and he could start on my ball club. So there we go. There's my D-line. So it's still pretty good, and we'll pick it up at my next trade. My last trade I'm going to make, I traded Kevin Hogan, my backup quarterback, fourth rounder this year and a third next year, for Buchanan, middle linebacker. He's a very versatile player. You know, I could play him at strong safety if I wanted to, but he'll play at middle linebacker on my team, and that's going to be it for the trades in year 2. And I'm just going to maybe cut a player or two, and then I'll show you guys what I got. I need to show you guys my rosters, so let's get underway here. Quarterbacks, we're going to have Alex Smith, this Hunter Hogan's I drafted, and I brought back Matt Castle. Hopefully he doesn't suck. Jamal Charles, Spencer Ware, Sarkandrick West, and Terrence West, 2 Wests. Anthony Sherman. Wide receivers, we have Odell Beckham Jr., Jeremy Maclin, James Jones, Anthony Thomas, Chris Colony, and drafted this guy. Tight ends, Travis Kelce, Vernon Davis, Demetrius Harris. Left tackle, Eric Fisher, Eric Winston. Left guard, Jake Mewhort, and this guy I found in free agency. I guess some team just straight up released him, and he's a rookie, 75 overall. Center, Berger and Morse. Right guard, Tardif and Zach Fulton. I moved from center to right guard. Right tackle, this guy was just sitting in free agency, so I just picked him up, and picked up Michael Ola as well to back him up. Left end, we have Jay Howard and some random. Right end is Frosty Rucker and Chris Jones. I'll probably still start Jones even though he's less overall. Haloti Nada, defensive tackle, Steve McClendon. Left outside linebacker, we have Justin Houston, D. Ford. Middle linebacker, we have Derek Johnson, Deon Buchanan. This Wilbur guy was in free agency as well, so I picked him up, and Ramek Wilson. Right outside linebacker, DeMarcus Ware, and this guy I drafted this year out of USC. Cornerbacks, we have Jalen Ramsey, Marcus Peters, this Fender guy I drafted, Philip Gaines, Steve Nelson, and Russell. Free safety, we have Eric Berry and Major Wright. Strong safety, we have Keanu Neal and Michael Griffin. Two Texas. No, they're not from Texas. Neal's from Florida. Griffin's from Texas. Dan Carpenter, kicker, and Dustin Colquitt at punter. And that's going to do it. So I'm going to sim ahead. I'll probably go to the midseason just to re-sign some guys and stuff, but I won't show that. And we'll just go right to the playoffs, and we'll see how we do. We're in the playoffs, guys. Let's take a look at how we did. We went 9-7. That's not very good. Looks like we missed the playoffs. Last year we went 15-1, so definitely went down from last year. Take a look here. Alex Smith, 3,703 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He was sacked 29 times, so that number went up. Jamal Charles, 1,498 yards, 15 touchdowns. Spencer Ware also had 9 touchdowns. Receiving, Jeremy Maclin, 625 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Jones, 916 and 7 touchdowns. And Odell Beckham Jr., 830 yards and 8 touchdowns. Kelsey also had 7 touchdowns. Defense, Derek Johnson, 125 tackles. Quarterback sacks was Justin Houston with 16.5. DeMarcus Ware had 10. Interceptions, Marcus Peters had 4. Jalen Ramsey, where was he? He had 2. Kicking, Dan Carpenter, 72%. That's not very good. Kick returns, Odell Beckham Jr. had 1, and no punt returns. So I'm probably going to do another year with the Chiefs. I want to see him do better than 9-7. I can't end like that. We at least have to make the playoffs again. So I'm going to do another year, try to make this team to the playoffs. You know, they're my favorite team, and I can't let them down like this. So we're going to do another year, and we'll pick it up in a bit. Just doing some free agency, guys. There is a quarterback in there I want to get just for this 1 year. It's Drew Brees. So I don't need Alex Smith anymore. So I dumped him. He was almost getting paid $10 million a year, and I need the cap space. Every dollar I need. So I traded Smith next year's 2nd and next year's 4th for the Bears, 1st rounder this year, and I think it's the 3rd overall pick. So it's going to be a high 1st rounder. So I think that's a pretty decent trade to dump some cap space for Drew Brees. At free agent recap, guys, let's take a look at what I got here. Drew Brees, I'm paying him in total $21 million. He better get me a Super Bowl. Jonathan Joseph, I also got. I just only paying him $550K, so pretty good for a 85 overall cornerback. Also picked up a young fullback. He's got good blocking. That's what I want. And my cap room remaining is $5.6 million, so I really can't even do anything else, even if I wanted to. I'm going to do the draft, and then we'll go to the regular season. I might make a trade just to free up some cap space or something, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to do the draft. We'll pick it up right after. Just complete draft, guys. I'll show you guys what I got real quick. 1st round, 3rd overall, I picked a left tackle. I just wanted someone to protect Drew Brees, who's hopefully going to get me my Super Bowl. 5th round, I got lucky here. I went wide receiver. He's 76 overall, and as you can see there, he's got superstar development, so definitely a very good deal. 6th round, I went right end, 66 overall, and 7th round, running back, 70 overall. So pretty average draft. You know, I got that good wideout, good left tackle, so I'm pretty happy. So I can go to the preseason, and we'll pick it up there. I'm on the block just to start off this third year with the Chiefs. So I'm just making some small trades. I traded for Max Williams, backup tight end. He'll be playing behind Kelsey. I traded James Jones and a 7th round pick, so a good deal. Pick up at probably my final trade, guys. I really hated to do this trade. You know, I traded Kelsey away. He's one of my favorite players on the team. Traded this year's 1st, next year's 2nd, so I gave up a lot. I traded that to the Jets for Leonard Williams, Duran Lee, or Duran, whatever, Lee, and Calvin Pryor the 3rd. So I got a lot in return. I had to dump some cap space and also put in a good player. You know, I just got Max Williams at tight end, so that's decent. But, you know, Kelsey's like an elite tight end. But I got some defensive players. My defense really didn't play good last year, so I wanted to address that. And I threw in picks and a tight end. So, you know, the trade went through. It is what it is. And, yeah, like I said, that's probably going to be my last trade. So I'll show you my team right now. I got my roster ready for you guys, so let's go over it. I made a couple of changes from the past year, so let's review those changes. Quarterback, we got Drew Brees. Hopefully he could take me to the promised land. That's why I'm paying him like $21 million. I got Hogan's and Fallis backing him up. Running backs, we have Jamal Charles, Sharkandrick West, Tulliver. Fullback, I picked this guy up in free agency in the offseason. Wide receivers, we have Odell Beckham Jr., Macklin, Matthews, Thomas, Conley, and that guy. Tight end, I'm going to be starting Max Williams, and then we got Vernon Davis and Koyak. Left tackle, Fisher, Winston. Left guard, Muhort, this guy. Center, Morse and Wood. Right guard, Patton and Parson. Right tackle, Hogue, and this guy. When I say this guy, I just don't even want to attempt to pronounce his name because I'll butcher it. I can't read that well. Left end, we have Jay Howard and Woody. Right end, we have Leonard Williams and Chris Jones. Defensive tackle, we have Alan Branch and this guy. Left outside linebacker, we have Justin Houston and Nichols, maybe? I don't know. Like I said, I can't read. Middle linebacker, we have Buchanan, Lee, Wilbur, and Wilson. Right outside linebacker, we have Stuckey and Bankston. Cornerbacks, we have Jalen Ramsey, Jonathan Joseph, Marcus Peters, Fender, Steven Nelson, and Russell. Free safety, we have Eric Berry and Major Wright. Strong safety, we have Calvin Pryor the third and Neal. Kicker, we have Dan Carpenter, and punter, we have Jeff Lochte. Is he like the swimmer Lochte or Locke? I don't know how to pronounce that. So that is going to be the Chiefs for year 3. I hope they're good enough to actually make the playoffs. And like I said, Drew Brees should be getting me to the Super Bowl. That's the plan. So I'm going to sim ahead, and we'll pick it up in the playoffs. We're playoffs, guys. And if we make the playoffs or not, I'm just saying this video is going to come to an end. So let's see if we did. And we went 7-9. That's terrible. I don't think this is a 7-9 ball club, but we didn't make the playoffs. Drew Brees, 4,298 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not that great. Sacked 33 times. The yards are there, but the touchdowns to interception ratio is not good enough. Jamal Charles, 1,295 yards, 9 touchdowns. Sharkandrick West had 13 rushing touchdowns. Receiving, Odell Beckham Jr., 1,321 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jeremy Macklin, 628 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Matthews had 1,164 yards, 10 touchdowns. Take a look at defense here. I had 4 guys over 100 tackles. Calvin Pryor, the third, actually led my team with 107 tackles. Then Deion Buchanan, 105 tackles. Take a look at some quarterback sacks here. Justin Houston, 12 quarterback sacks. Leonard Williams also had 12 on the D-line. That's very good. Interceptions, Calvin Pryor had 3, same with Jonathan Joseph. Dan Carpenter, very good year kicking the football, actually, 95%. I've never seen that high percentage when I simulate. Odell Beckham Jr. had a kick return for a touchdown, and no one had a punt return. So, like I said, even if we didn't make the playoffs, this video is coming to an end. So we missed the playoffs past 2 years, but the first year with the Chiefs, I went 15-1, so that's pretty good. That that makes up for these 2 years, maybe, I don't know. But here's my team. Take a last final look. We have Fisher, Muhort. Like, I think this is a better team than what they made us out to be. Odell Beckham Jr. is a 97 overall. You know, I got Drew Brees at quarterback, so, you know, throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. I thought would be better than that. Maybe I should have brought in like another wide receiver that's better than Macklin. And take a look at my defense. I had the 9th ranked. What did it say? 9th. Let's take a look here again. 9th ranked offense and 25th defense, I think. So 9 offense. and wait for it, 25th ranked defense for yardage. So let's take a look here. I think my offense is better than a 9th ranked offense. Well, maybe not. Definitely a top 10 offense. So yeah, 9th ranked. I'm stupid. And then take a look at defense here. I think what I have on paper is better than a 25th ranked defense. You know, we got Eric Berry, this guy, Buchanan, Lee, Houston, Pryor. I got 4 good corners in Joseph, Fender, Ramsey, Peters. My D-line's decent. You know, we have Leonard Williams, Branch, and Jay Howard. So on paper, definitely I'd say a top 10 defense as well. But it didn't work out that way. That's the way the cookie crumbles, simulating. You really never know what's going to happen. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Comment in the comment section what your favorite team is in the NFL, and if you want me to try to rebuild them. Obviously, I try to do my favorite team, and I made them worse. So comment in the comment section what your favorite NFL team is. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in another video.